Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great day. Well, today we are going to start this blue one from PaintSomeWay. Yeah. And I was going to do the 18 count, but I was like, not today. No, my eyes are not well today. Yeah. No. Couldn't handle that. The color that I'm using is 798, I believe. 798, 796, I'm sorry. Beautiful, beautiful blue. But yeah, I thought this would be very nice to stitch on. It's got some bigger areas. It's just looked easy. You know, some days you gotta press the easy button. So are y'all having a good weekend, I hope? Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to push that over just a bit. Got my little lotus blossom. If I can't just get it out of the way. There we go. Holy cow. Yeah. It's been a weekend. Just kind of boring in parts, and it rained 3/4, I think, of the day yesterday. Fun times, right? Which was something new. We haven't had any rain, good rain like that, for quite some time. Since maybe June. It quit there, about noon for a little bit, and then it kind of sprinkled and rained off and on most of the day, yeah. So I got out, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Got out my red beans and rice yesterday. I didn't make potato soup, just didn't feel like it. So, yeah. So I had red beans and rice for lunch, and red beans and rice for dinner. So we'll get through that. Need to kind of make a little bit of space there in my freezer. I need to actually clean it out, but my problem is I could clean it out and get everything out of there that didn't really need to be in there, but then would come the hauling of the stuff I want to throw away, and it's all kind of heavy, so yeah, it might not be a good thing. So I'm mainly stitched all day. I worked on that Asian landscape yesterday for most of the day. Just kind of off and on. Took a nap, came back, worked on it a little bit more. Just not in a real rush to do anything yesterday. I didn't get up until 9 o'clock. As I said in my video. Holy cow. That was... Even the cat slept in. Now come on. What's wrong? With this picture, I am telling you. Really? We are just having... I told you, would not be a day for 18 count. Yeah, I thought I was, but some days I got more patience than others, I think. Didn't hear out of my daughter. Oh my goodness. Didn't hear out of my daughter at all. But it rained, so it wasn't like she was wanting to go and walk around at that festival. So I don't have a clue what if she'll even want to do anything today. So we will see. She was supposed to go for a job interview yesterday, so I don't know how that... I don't know if it was a job interview or they have to kind of like do a background check and all that happy stuff. My skin is just itch. So I don't know what she found out, what she didn't find out. How's that work? I don't know what that one symbol is, so we're just going to stitch around it. I might have to actually look that up. I didn't work on Peter Rabbit yesterday. Like I said, small is just not in my repertoire. I feel like I got bit by a mosquito or something. Of course, there could be some around since we had all that rain. I went and checked the mail yesterday, and I had to park like sideways, not in my parking space, but like in front of my trailer because there was so much water I could barely get in from it raining all. So, I don't know. I didn't go back out there the rest of the day. Just kind of done. Had some jasmine tea and just relaxed. Watched some Netflix. Just stuff that I have watched before. So nothing new there. I did watch the other day that one called Empress. It was about the Empress of Austria, maybe in the 1850s. Kind of guessing. I'm thinking that's the time period. Yeah. So, and it's supposed to have a whole new season to it, so we'll see how that all comes to fruition and when. It'll be a year before we get to see any more of that. By then I will have forgotten the first part. I think I've watched it before, so yeah. Put my little thingy over there. I don't know. I mean, it was good. I mean, and it had subtitles. It was like, oh my gosh. I can't stitch and read subtitles, people. I gotta know the gist of the whole story. I can only listen to them if I've seen them 100 times. And I know exactly what everybody's talking about. But first time through, you really gotta pay attention. So, yeah. Fun times. Didn't realize this flower was quite this big. It's ginormous. But I do like all the blues in this. I think this is beautiful. Just beautiful. Don't know what we'll work on tomorrow. Just cannot say. At least the orange is a definite orange. And it's not interfering with the pink and the red. Holy cow. I can actually tell that that one's actually red, not orange. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, when they get pink, red, and orange together, it's pretty hard to deal with. And it has to be early morning, not early morning, but, you know, daylight. I can't stitch at night on orange, pink, and red in the same area because I really can't see real well with that. Some are closer shaded, if you will, than others. Like there's just a hair's breadth. I mean, it's not like you could get it wrong. because nobody's going to notice, but it's this, because it's all blended into the shading part of everything. But dang, it is hard on the eyes. It's very nice blue thread. It's not all twisted up. I didn't have to separate it. Awesome for a change. Yay. And there's a big enough area I can just stitch. God, Friday night I couldn't go to sleep for nothing. I think I stayed up and stitched till 2:30 in the morning. Just trying to bore myself, but just doing something quiet and slow, and nope, it didn't work. So I don't know what happened Friday. It's not like we had a whole lot going. Now on Monday I get off at 2:15 because I have to be there at 9. So yay! Which will be kind of a change of pace. I get to go clothes shopping. Yay, I remember those days. My daughter got all hers done last weekend. Her dad went with her. Just get all the clothes and school supplies together so they're all ready, but school doesn't start until, I believe she said, the last week of August. Somewhere in there. Might be a week earlier than that, but I don't think so. And we had a good time at my grandson's birthday party and got to sit there and talk with both my grandkids while my daughter was running back and forth, putting the food on the barbecue and taking it out to my son-in-law and all that, and getting all the rest of the house stuff together. And yeah, it was quite pleasant. Everybody was in a good mood and it was quite fun. I hope my grandson had a good time when he went with his other grandma out to the I think it was a rock, I think they call it Rock and Gem or Rock and Mineral show of some kind. So oh goodness, they're all growing up too fast. We're leaving the princesses in the dust, and pretty much all the little boy things. Doesn't even hardly deal with Hot Wheels anymore. It seems like my son had Hot Wheels and was trading them and taking them to other people's house for the longest time. I don't even remember how old he was when, you know, that kind of went by the wayside. And he collected baseball cards and that kind of stuff. But yeah, my grandson is more into, where'd that needle go, robotics. They have a class that teaches them how to build robots and stuff. Isn't that weird? It sounds so weird. So scientific, you know. But he does like the science aspect of school, so hopefully that'll entice him to stay with it. Gosh, this orange just kind of goes on and on and on over here. And it doesn't end there, it just keeps going that way. Didn't watch any new shows on Netflix. I just, you know, every once in a while I just want the same old thing, so all I gotta do is put it on and it's kind of background noise. And sometimes I'll do the Stitch with me's with people on YouTube. Some that have talking, some that have just music. I'll just sit there and listen to that. I mean, I have to be entertained. I can just turn on my own music and go for it. Ah, that worked well. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope this week will be a little bit calmer than last week. I don't know that it will or it won't be. Ouch, that hurt. And of course I left my thimble over there on my table. Yep, good job, Laura. Or else it's hiding behind something. I had it out of here earlier. Then I kind of rearranged my table. Hang on, we might be able to find a substitute. That's a maybe. Some of these are really, really tight. They had like 3, maybe 4 different sizes of these, so you could use them on different fingers. So I do like them though. Thank you, Caroline, for introducing me to them and sending me some. I think out of all of them that I've gotten, I've only thrown away maybe 1 or 2. The rest of them are probably buried over there on my table where my stitching stuff is. Yeah, that happens too. I forgot to cross that. Okay, let's try that again. Sure, the beautiful blue. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's nice smooth thread. It doesn't even feel twisted at all. Sometimes I get thread that's very, very twisted, and I just have to, like, I take the whole strand and I cut it in half, and then I take them 1 strand at a time out of there and then put 3 strands together that way if I think it's too twisted or if it's going to knot up or something, you know. But I don't have to do that too often. And sometimes I should have done it, but I forget to, and then I just start stitching and then I have a problem. So that's what happened yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think so. So I don't know what causes it all to be so, some more twisted than others. I got nothing. It must be in the putting together of them. I don't know. I'm sure they have big, huge machines, you know, that does all this. I saw one time I don't know what it was I was watching, but they were talking about the silk threads and everything, and it was some kind of a factory, and they had like still an old example of the machine that made the, you know, the little bundles of thread, you know. It was kind of interesting. I don't know that they weren't still using them. That part I got nothing. Then I watched another one on how they made brocade fabric. They were recreating like a fabric that hadn't been made for like 400 or 500 years or something. I don't know. And they were using it, are we crooked here? To make fabric for a room that they were recreating in one of the, I think it was the summer palace of one of the Chinese emperors. And they needed to make this certain brocade for this room for the chair. So it was different. And they were showing everything on how they restored this entire room. It was just fabulous. And it was part of the Forbidden City. I don't even know if that's still on YouTube. Like I said, some of the things that I watch on YouTube, it's just kind of out there. Some days I'm ready for great depth things, and other days, not so much. Oh well. Alright, guys. You're serious? I get all the way down there and then I catch that end. Alright. We used that thread up. So we got that outer layer done. I don't know if I'll go on to that green or continue on with this orange just right through there. Not sure. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all having a good weekend. So continue to enjoy your weekend. And thank you for joining me today for this Stitch with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.